Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
What's good, y'all? What up? Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic Podcast. All going. Y'all know who it is. North Carolina's own Dre and Reg.
What's up?
We are back. Might have a pretty interesting episode this year. You know what? I got some questions about that. How would the world be about, if gender roles, and we say we'd get back to it, we definitely gonna get back to it next week. So I'm gonna put that out here before this episode start, because I have people like, I can't wait to hear y'all. So we gonna get to it next week.
Okay.
I can get more. I don't know if you was ready for it or not.
No. We could.
You know how shit went down last week for me, so I didn't put shit down. I didn't put like no thought into it, but
we good. We solid. Let's rock.
We can get to it next week. I know. Hell, I might even try to get a woman on that can talk about it, from her standpoint, how she might feel a world without gender roles would be. So I see it's interesting topic of conversation for some people.
Okay.
I don't know if they want to hear us talk about it and hear our views just to have something to say.
I think you said it best. The best thing for us to do is to get a woman on here, man. So,
right.
Because I hear that a lot. Yeah, Reggie gonna always, y'all friends, y'all gonna always agree. Yeah, all right. We don't always agree, actually.
No. Yeah, actually, yeah. We don't. They just missed that part. But what's up with you, man? What's good with you?
Man, chilling out, dog. Midweek hump day. Not too much, man. Got a busy weekend ahead of me, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just cooling out, man. Trying to stay out the way, dog. Trying to keep my head above water. Man, try to win some money on these games, man. I'm hot and cold, man. Night before last, I hit a motherfucking dry spell, man. But shit, last weekend I stung their ass for a couple bands. So,
okay, man,
come the fuck on. Other than that, dog, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, man. What's up with you?
This slow motion hit. I'm, had shit going on, but we'll get into that later on. Outside of that, man, just taking it day by day, trying to finalize shit for these. I got 2 or 3 trips I'm trying to take this summer, so just things with that, man. Paying off shit like the rest of the trip or whatever else. Outside that, not too much, man. I know things are probably gonna be a little hectic coming up soon. My mom is retiring soon.
Man,
we gotta finish this project of a house up in North Carolina, because that, as I said on this podcast before, that's where she wants to live, her retirement home. So just that stuff, and then gotta get to my babies too. So I gotta add that into everything. So another trip up north soon will be in the makings, and I'll probably be up there once we find out all the details of the arrangements for this funeral too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it, though. That's about it. You ready to talk some sports, man?
Let's go. Let's get it.
Before we start, shout out to, may sound like hate, but the real CP3.
Okay. Oh shit.
Miss Candace Parker.
Yeah.
She announced her retirement. I'm going to read off some real quick stats, accolades for her. 3-time WNBA champion, 2016 NBA Finals MVP, 2-time WNBA MVP, 7-time WNBA All-Star, 7-time First Team, 2020 Defensive Player of the Year, 2008 Rookie of the Year, 2008 number 1 draft pick, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 2-time NCAA champion, 2-time tournament most valuable player, 2-time female AP female player of the year. She's also a McDonald's All-American. Whatever you can think of as far as in women's basketball, she has been a part of it and just about done it. I know one of the things she said, which is it might be cliche, is she wanted to leave the women's game better than what she found it, and we probably can say that she did.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, definitely hell of a career. 19 years. She's seen it all, done it all.
Yeah, man. Candace Parker, I'll be real, man. Candace Parker is, outside of Charlotte Smith, Candace Parker is the reason why I started watching, actually getting into women's basketball, more in depth, man. Just to see what she could do with the ball, man, what she did to the game, what she did for the game. You just said it, bro. Like, she definitely left it in better hands. It looks better than it does now than before when she first came in, man. So again, hats off to her for a stellar career, man. Hate that she was just saying, her foot was kind of messed up, kind of dragging along, so it wasn't really too much she had left in the tank, man, from that standpoint. But again, great career.
And I was gonna say that, so I echo it. Yeah, definitely. It would have been great to see her go out kind of on her own terms, and but it don't always happen that way, especially when you put in or have the mileage and everything that she has. 19 years is a long time to be doing anything. Yeah, career-wise at that. So yeah, I mean, and, the beatings and everything she's taken. The only thing I got to say about her is Sheldon Williams. That's it.
Ooh. Oh, how quickly we forget about that. Good grief. What was she thinking?
One thing you fucked up on, Candace Parker, it was that motherfucker from Duke.
Well, you see, she went to the other side of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Absolutely. She did. I saw this is off topic. Well, not off topic, this is still WNBA, but I saw that Brittany Griner got a interview coming out with, who is it, Robin Roberts? Somebody.
Okay.
It looks like it might be interesting. I think I'm gonna have to hear a couple more sound bites from it.
Okay.
But I don't know. Just the whole ordeal and everything. I might give it a try. I don't know. I'll let you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll let you know. We ain't got to talk about all these teams. Let's. Well, we announced the revolution was here last week.
Yeah,
it's up front and center. Minnesota Timberwolves and the Phoenix Suns.
Good grief! Hey, man,
it didn't look like a series.
No, the Timberwolves handled their business. Ant-Man is playing possessed. He's looking like he's ready to take the torch from whomever has it. That's up for debate. They ran him off the floor, man. They ran him off the floor, dog. That's it.
Pretty easy. It as you said, Ant-Man, he looked like the best player on the floor by far. It was no debate about who the best player was on the floor.
None.
He left no doubt about it.
None.
And he let everybody know it too.
Yeah.
He let his game do the talking, and he did the talking too.
He did plenty of yapping.
Yeah.
But hey, when you playing out of your mind like that, bro,
absolutely,
you say what you want to say. You don't like it, stop it.
Yeah. You don't like it, stop it. So, hats off to him and his teammates. They took care of business. They made Phoenix Suns look like they shouldn't even have been in the playoffs.
Right.
I honestly, dog, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to this. They just didn't look good. The bench wasn't good. Bill, Booker, Durant is not a good match.
Nah.
Teammate. It's not a good fit.
Great on 2K, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's not a
It's
good
not.
fit. I don't know if a traditional point guard is needed, but it's just not a good fit.
I think Devin Booker. I mean, you have three players that have had the same role on their respective teams, right? So how is that thing going to work? You know what I'm saying? Like Devin Booker, he's not a point guard, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Bradley Beal. I mean, he's a hooper, but he's not. He's just a shell of himself. He still looks kind of sluggish and coming off of that injury that he had. I mean, I know he's on the back end he played a large amount of games, but
I agree.
KD, man, I mean, shit, what can you say, dog? We knew it was gonna happen sooner or later. You know, they just put a faster team, the more energetic team. Shit, by the looks of it, the more talented team.
Yeah. I would have thought I would have seen more dog out of KD. Like far as it, it just seems like he's more in a role of this is Devin Booker's team, and it looked just like we come and go as he goes. When KD is the matchup nightmare, I think. So I think he
Well,
needs
he always is.
to go through him.
He's
And
always in matchup
yeah, he
nightmare.
needs to be. But you didn't see that during the series. It was just a lot of one-on-one ball, a lot of just I don't know, dog. The shit just looked unorganized, man.
Right. Agreed.
But yes, the revolution is here, and that shit is televised, and it is don't look like it's going nowhere. All that the NBA is going to be in a hurt place, dark place. We don't have no KD, Steph, or LeBron moving into the finals. Y'all can kiss my ass with that. Listen, these young boys is here, and it's exciting to watch. It's not our fault that TNT, ESPN, and these other aren't putting more Anthony Edwards on TV, SAG, and everybody else. And I'll get into that in a minute. But gentleman sweep for the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not much to say for me. I just the Lakers, they couldn't close games out.
Right.
Execution down the stretch of all the games they lost was horrible.
Right.
And it definitely was horrible during the most game 5 that they lost. Lakers fans and they can blame Darvin Ham all they want to. Darvin Ham has been there 2 years, and they went to the playoffs 2 years, and the only team they have lost to is the Denver Nuggets. Darvin Ham seems like to me he's doing an all right job if that's the only team you're losing to in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, that's arguably the best team. So it's like, all right, like who can beat them? You know what I'm saying? Nobody can really beat them. Shit.
Right. It's more than that. I mean, LeBron looks lethargic at times. AD looks lethargic at times. I text you yesterday. I don't know why the fuck AD challenged Jamal Murray's shot, then leaked out. And guess who got the ball? Jamal Murray hit a big 3-pointer. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You talking about multi-time all-star, considered one of the best big men in the game right now. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like that 3-pointer was arguably one of the biggest shots of that game besides the game winner, but they were down 3. That becomes a tie game. He hit that shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like that, dog. I mean, yeah, we can blame Darvin Ham all we want to, but players aren't executing either. They expected too much out of D'Angelo Russell. He is who he always has been. Austin Reeves, yes, he has his stretches. But I mean, they had a good year out of him last year, and he just reverted back to the Austin Reeves that he's been always.
Yeah, just not game in, game out, just not as consistent as you would expect.
Yeah. They beat our head in about fucking Christian Wood coming over to the Lakers. Like he was gonna be that's all we need. Yeah, exactly. Him, the other dude, Jackson Hayes. Oh, we got bigger in the paint. We got listen, no. y'all like let's
Ask
Cam
you
Reddish.
tomorrow. Shut up.
Yeah, man. Let's stop it. This Lakers team is they. I'm not gonna say they overachieved, but they just ran into the better team.
Absolutely.
And I'll take my hat off to AD. As much shit as I get AD, AD had a hell of a series. That motherfucker played.
He tried, man. He tried. He tried. All you could do is try, man. And again, like this LeBron is who he is. I'm not placing any blame on LeBron or anything like that. Um, I just think at the end of the day, bro, like you're at a crossroads when you are dealing with a player like LeBron. How many people are coming to play with LeBron these days? Young blood,
young blood's not. But and that's what I was about to say. Not a lot. It's your more older veterans. But the problem with that is, and LeBron's been like this for the majority of his career. Playing with him, you become a standstill shooter.
Facts.
Because he's ball dominant and he has to have the ball. He can get to the bucket anytime he wants to. But now these days he can't get to the bucket quite as good as he want to anytime. So you know, your jump shot opportunities are limited. And you know, they was talking about, oh, Trae Young would be a good fit. Listen, you can't turn Trae Young into a jump shooter. You can't turn LeBron to a jump shooter. LeBron is not a knockdown jump shooter. So, I mean, you're just gonna have to find a great mix with him.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know what the great mix is, but I mean, whatever. Knicks and the Sixers.
Man, was Maxey possessed last night or what?
Yeah, nigga had his lucky draws on, dog.
Good God.
You know, in the 2-minute report that came out today, this is the first time I've ever seen this in the 2-minute report. They said that 4-point play shouldn't have counted because Maxey traveled.
Imagine that.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been a hell of a call if they called it versus all these other calls in the last 2 minutes that I've seen. But Maxey played like a man possessed. New York gave the game away, but I mean, fuck, Philly gave a game away just like that last week.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean,
it's an exciting series, man.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
Me too. Brunson has definitely changed my mind.
Man,
I had an alternate thought about him going to New York. I kind of was on that. I don't know about that. I think they overpaying for Brunson. He's good, but I don't know. But he's definitely shit. If they want to give him some more money after this year, I would say, hey,
they are shit. They are shit.
He earned it. Yeah, if they want to give him more money, I would say, hey, he earned it.
They are shit without Brunson.
Absolutely. And Harden's playing his ass off too. 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah,
getting 15 rebounds a game sometimes, playing 48 minutes.
Man, I'm enjoying this series, dog. I don't know who to go with. Honestly, I think it's gonna go 7 though.
Yeah, I can see that. I think shit goes different in Philly this time around tomorrow. Than how it went last time, far as in how New York flooded the Sixers arena. But we'll see. I saw something on social media today. Dr. J was like, "Hey, all Sixers fans, whatever, Hey, we got to come out support. I'm buying tickets. I'm blah blah blah." So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what the fuck going on. But
all right, Mr. Irvin, we'll see.
Because the shit was embarrassing. I would think so. But hey, it is what it is, man. Like, listen, y'all let them niggas do that shit.
Yeah.
It kind of Philly should have been put out their misery. New York playing with their food. You would
absolutely.
Think.
I mean, but you give a team like Philly confidence, man.
Yeah.
Hey, anything can happen. You know, Embiid, he wake up, which I anticipate him really, really going after these boys in the game and pushing the series, dog.
Yeah. And we gotta take our hat off to him too. Playing through what he playing through. He was diagnosed with Bell palsy last week. I mean, shit. The average player would be on the probably wouldn't even be playing.
No.
franchise player, superstar right now. He out there, he out there playing. But yeah, that's an exciting series. I don't care too much about the Magic and the Cavs, even though it's turned out to be more of an entertaining.
It's just bad basketball.
You know what's bad basketball? The fucking Bucks and the Pacers. Nigga, that shit is terrible. Oh my god, the Magic and Cavs I can stomach, but the Bucks and the Pacers. Oh my god, I don't know if you watched that game last night. The
No, I
game
didn't.
last night was terrible. The one before that was terrible. Nigga, anytime when you have Pat Beverly explode for like 15 points straight and is the deciding factor in the game, I'm like, oh my fucking goodness. And him and Chris Middleton game is hard to watch for me, dog. Oh. I probably always give Chris Middleton hell, though.
Yeah.
I just don't like that nigga, dog. But Indiana ain't no better. I mean, watching them, I mean, fuck, Miles Turner hit like 5 or 6 threes a night the game before, dunking all over people. It's just I don't know, man. That shit is ugly to watch. Did we talk about the Thunder?
We have not.
They got the Pelicans fuck up out of there. 4-game sweep. That game, that series didn't look like a series either.
No Zion.
No.
Forget about it.
One thing I do want to say about the Thunder, I want to give them an actual shout out too for that, because it seems that they actually like each other. They play for each other. Even post-game interview, you don't see one person. They all go get the rest of the team, especially the starters. Like, hey, we all standing here together. We giving this interview. They don't give TNT, ESPN. They don't get a major channels the interview. Y'all got to come get this from the locals, because guess what? We have 4 nationally televised games this year. Y'all didn't want to see us, so guess what? We're gonna give the local channels the interview, the ones that actually showed us in our area. And I like that. I didn't even realize that until SAG was saying it the other day, like, because somebody was about to do a TNT interview. It's like, no, we over here.
No, they on the local. We're going
local channel only.
That's wild, right? But I like it.
Me too.
I like it.
Me too. Put us on some games next year.
Yeah, like don't act like we not hooping down this motherfucker. Right. I like it.
I do too.
I like it.
If when I saw him do it, y'all get it from them.
Hey, when I saw him do it, I was like, oh, clever. Okay, clever, young man, clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. You got anything say about the NFL draft?
I mean, I'll just speak for my team, bro. Like, I think we did well. Okay. I like what we did. I like the Leggett pick. The Leggett pick.
Yeah, I like Leggett.
I like Leggett. I like Leggett. I like all our picks. Actually, I do. I really do. I think the tight end that we got, it may be the steal of the draft. Okay. Considering how physical he is and how we haven't had a tight end that can move and groove since Greg Olsen. So I'm happy with it, man. We'll see.
I don't know about ours. I didn't like the Ricky Parasol pick first round.
No, I think it's insurance.
Yeah, it is, but I don't know.
Have you watched him play?
I've seen one game, and then I try to look him up, and the only highlight they keep showing is that one-handed catch over the middle. I'm like,
Nah. He can. That boy can play, man.
Okay,
that boy can play. I can't. Yeah, he can play.
I think we need something else on the offensive line, and I would have loved the cornerback.
Okay. First of all, I'll tell you this: he's one of those players that has an NFL game.
Okay.
Right, that may not exactly have fit in to what Florida wanted to do or what they were trying to do, man. Florida's gonna always have those speedy backs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they want to hand the ball off, play action, spread. You know what I mean? That's what they want to do. But I think that was a good pickup for y'all. I think it was a reach as to where y'all got them.
Yeah.
That was a
I
huge
think that
reach.
was the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, it was a huge reach because y'all took him in the first round, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah.
that was the biggest
But
thing for me.
again, it wasn't the biggest reach in the draft, but
No.
that was a reach. I think overall, I'm happy for the young men who got drafted. I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck Atlanta's
me
doing.
too. Who?
Atlanta, the
Yeah,
Falcons.
that was a big insurance.
Wow, and rightfully so. But god damn, the top 10.
Said they they said we don't plan to be picking in this early ever again for a while. That's what old boy said. I like the confidence, but hey, he said we don't plan to have this high of a pick for a while.
A lot.
um,
Bullshit.
hey, so Keon Coleman, he was talking to RG3 and he said that basically Georgia, the only reason why Georgia played them that hard is because they lost the SEC championship game and they was left out of the college the playoffs, right? He
Okay.
said you know, we didn't feel like we had nothing else to play because they basically shafted us. So we set our players. Had we not set our players, there's no way Georgia would have beat us.
I'm not gonna say it ain't no way, but at the end of the day, they would have made it interesting. Look, they weren't gonna beat Georgia without George Travis. Be clear, they weren't.
Georgia wasn't gonna beat them by 60, but I think Georgia would have gave them a nice spanking.
I don't know if they would have gave. I don't know if they would have gave them a nice spanking.
Mm-hmm.
I think Florida State after they lost. I'm saying if they would have had George Travis,
now if they would have had Georgia,
that's
it'd
what
been
I'm
more
saying.
interesting. But
Yeah. I think that they could have went toe to toe with them boys.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he said had we played our starters.
Yeah. But of course of course they ran off on them, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course they did. But we knew that was going to happen.
Right.
Who didn't know that?
Because they played their starters against Louisville, and that shit didn't look good at all. And you think them starters was about to go beat Georgia? Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? Also, too, that Jordan Travis, it just showed that game. It just showed how much of importance that Jordan Travis is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because their offense was
right. Now you talking about steal? That might be a steal too.
I think so, man.
You get to
I
learn
think
under
it might.
Aaron Rodgers and recover at the same time.
Yeah, being able to. It just all depends on. Well, you know what they say about A-Rod, man. They say A-Rod got that Brett Favre effect, dog. Like he not fucking with no puppies. You coming to take my spot? Fuck you.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he's at the end. But he has to know he's at the end of the fucking road. Yeah. So get this man some gems, man. You know what I'm saying? Give him some fucking gems.
Right. I hate that theory. You know, it's not because someone else said that. They said it about Kurt. It's not his job to teach Michael Penix. It's our job. Like Kurt is our starter. It's not his job to teach. No. He should want to teach him regardless.
Yeah, he should.
If he's for the team, but whatever. That's. I don't got nothing else in sports. You?
Nah.
I would like to start off by giving condolences to everybody affected by the shooting that happened in Charlotte a couple days ago. There was some officers that went to serve a warrant, and if I'm not mistaken, 4 were deceased and another 4 were injured. And the actual shooter, the guy that they were serving the warrant, he ended up losing his life. Wild shit going on in this world, dog.
Yeah.
You got anything to say about it?
I don't, man. Condolences, brother. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
We went on a nice run of not talking about the buffoonery, but not saying that it wasn't happening, but we definitely went on a nice run of not dealing with that type of stuff. So,
yeah. Also, something needs to be figured out with these protests that's going on for Palestine. We had the thing at UNC yesterday at Chapel Hill that could have got ugly. Well, I guess it did get a little ugly. The American flag was removed and was replaced by a Palestine flag, and then that flag came down by force, and the American flag was put back up. But I saw earlier today that there was some kind of uh like big ass melee or brawl that happened in UCLA on their campus between non-protesters and protesters for Palestine. So something needs to be figured out, dog. We are on campus. These are for all intents and purposes, these are uh young adults, but they are still kids.
Yeah.
And meshing them with, you know, politics, politics and all this other political stuff, that shit never works right. It never works well. That's why when I meet people, I don't talk politics really. Is it and these protests is the shit is out of hand. I don't know. I mean, I get it, the purpose that they're doing it, but take that shit to a state house, the White House, a capitol somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
My daughter's
Yeah.
at VCU. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what can happen when they start protesting everywhere and violence erupts, and I mean the shit could get scary. So, you know,
That's real.
they
That's
there to
real.
they there to get taught to learn education.
That's real.
Um, I watched some of this Amanda Seales interview with Shannon Sharp. I will never refer to this man as Shay. Help me about this shit. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you did or you. I'm pretty sure you probably saw some clips here and there. I didn't know she was that combative and kind of dismissive. And she self-diagnosed herself with what was it? As autistic or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, brother. I listen. I don't. Something like that. Something like that.
But it goes to show why I guess people are saying she's hard to work with. You know, and but when it comes from black women, then I'll say, okay, you know, because now we can have the conversation because as a man, you said you just calling her an angry black woman, or no, you have women saying that too. But she had a lot to say. She went off on Issa Rae. She was very, very, very combative with Shannon Sharp. It's like he couldn't even say nothing. A lot of shit she said just didn't make sense to me. I didn't even get to the part to where she was talking about rappers and helping them out, but I did see that clip you sent. She sent a straight up Boldy James. And
Listen, listen. This is what I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read this. Forgive me for having for being rather winded when I
okay.
read it. So a certain page, For You page on Facebook posted this. Takeaways from this interview. Her teacher was racist because she didn't want Amanda talking back and correcting her. Her dorm mates in college all hated her because she had a strong mind and she was pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Marsha Ambrosius was intimidated of her for no reason and hated on her.
Mm-hmm.
She was expelled from college because a white kid lied on her. Mm-hmm. Nickelodeon was racist in the process of her getting another gig. She now has autism, which you just pointed out. Now that people hate her, side note, but when she was more popular, she was just fine. Mm-hmm. She got fired from Sirius Radio, and it wasn't her fault. It was her boss's. She wasn't allowed into the Emmys party for no apparent reason. The cast of Insecure hated on her for no reason. Issa Rae didn't protect her and didn't like her for no reason. Issa's publicist hated on her for no reason. Black Enterprise started beef with her for no apparent reason. Howard University decided to rescind her interview for no reason. The cast and executives on The Real didn't like her for no reason. And Essence Magazine didn't like her for no reason. Never once during this interview did she say anything was her fault.
Absolutely. You're right. I watched the hour, I think it was three and a half hours. I watched a good hour of it. And from that first hour that I watched, that's what I gathered. It was everybody but her. Even Shannon. It was Shannon, you're attacking me. You're you know, when he asked her the question, he was like, so it don't sound like the teacher is racist. It just sounds like the teacher didn't want a child challenging them.
Right.
Oh, how you gonna tell me about my experience? I was like, oh, okay, all right.
No, he just told you what it sounds like.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, Amanda Seals, man, like, over the past few years, I've been seeing her clips of her commenting on certain things, this, that, and third. I have not watched the interview. I may take a look at it and see what's going on. But dog, I'm off that, and I especially was off of it when she had the audacity to say that my girl was jealous of her. Wait a minute.
Not the lovely Marsha Ambrosian.
Whoa, Anthony.
Not the voice.
Whoa. Not the fucking voice, dog. What are you talking about? Calm the fuck down, lady.
Right.
Go seek help.
Mm-hmm.
Get the help and the healing that you need for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, yeah, I'm a fan. When I heard that, I was like, oh, right.
Yeah, this is crazy. When I heard the when everyone said she has, autism, I was like, okay, but then I saw the clip of her on her live, and they were asked, she was like, yeah, I self-diagnosed myself. I was like, oh, hold on. Is that how that works?
It's not.
That's not how that work, Crody. We're gonna get to that later. That ain't how that work, Crody.
Hey, listen, man, people these days, everybody's a doctor, everybody's a what is it?
MD.
Yeah, Google MD, the MD Grand Wizards and
home remedies, all this stuff.
Shut up. Just shut up. How about that?
Right.
Just shut up.
Yeah. And Amanda, it ain't good. This shit with Jeezy and Jeannie Mae is getting uglier by the day.
Man. It's gross, man.
It's
gross.
The shit she's doing is out of bounds. So showing text messages, saying that he beat on her, showing images still, of him in the house with weapons, far as propping a baby, laying the baby down beside a gun, taking a picture of it and saying, I don't want my child around him because it's just gun, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like you staging these scenes, him putting together his weapon, cleaning the backyard, and then walking back in the house with it, and you taking using the security camera to take a picture of him, make it look like he's just walking around with a damn AK like that. Dog, this shit is nasty. All in the name of, I want this full custody. I don't want him to have no custody. I mean, and as a black man, I mean, we already have it hard. So when you're being accused of things like this, you're a rapper, you rap about certain things, your lifestyle or whatever may have portrayed a certain image at a point in time, and then you have a Asian, I guess, if you want, that's what you want to call her, saying these things.
Well, that's what she is.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, either showing these images and everything else. I mean, that could really do a lot of damage. And it's a child involved in it. This man just want to be a part of his daughter's life.
Right. I mean, that's the way it seems. I mean, we aren't in the house with them. We don't know what's going on with them, what they got shaken or whatever. But I'll agree with you, man. It's getting nasty. And it looks like, I'm not saying that she necessarily needs that man's money, but at the end of the day, it looks like a fight for money, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, the reason for divorce was a matter or a difference of family
how they were
values.
raised. Yeah, family values, how they were going to raise the child.
So now we worried about guns, DV.
So we didn't have that conversation, and this is for both of them. Like, did you not have that conversation prior to having the baby or prior to even getting pregnant, right?
Right. What are we talking about, Brody?
I like for real, like that's wild.
Right.
if you didn't. And I think because I'll speak on my situation personally. Like, obviously I had my child, well, my son. I had my son while I was married. Like, and at the end of the day, we had in-depth conversations about what type of parent she would be, what type of parent I would be, what we would allow, what we would not allow, what we got on the same accord,
Mm-hmm.
right? Regardless. Now, did he come at an unexpected time? Yes, but when he came, it was still like, all right, the same rules apply. We already talked about this. We already got a foundation. We already have a game plan. We already have a set game plan of how we want to do this thing, whether we're together or not. You're not gonna sit and tell me that these people didn't have some sort of game plan, or they didn't talk about views and what raising a kid together looks like.
Right. I refuse to believe that. And even bigger than that, just them, like, the reason we're getting divorced or is because of the views and not the other shit. Like, Jeannie, what are we talking? Like, why is all this shit coming out now, Jeannie, man? That should have been a reason for a divorce, if anything. If you're worried about this shit now versus then, you was willing to stay in the house as long as you was with this man when all this other stuff's going on. But
Right.
but when the rubber meets the road, it's the family values that's the big issue. It wasn't you
Right.
getting your ass whooped. It wasn't guns being carried. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about?
Right.
I it's nasty. Stephen A. Smith said he called the league office and wanted to know why Russell Westbrook was not suspended. With the little scuffle that was had with PJ Brown. That sounds kind of nasty too.
Not kind of.
Very well. Let's go. It's very nasty.
Yeah.
But
Like, what are you doing?
yeah,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Finish.
was gonna shoot just a little bit of bail because maybe he wants to know why. Because as a journalist or a reporter or whatever you want to call him, okay, I want to talk about this and your reasoning why. I'm not asking because I think he should be suspended. I don't know. But in my brain, where we from, our culture, how we do things, that's dry snitching.
Absolutely.
So why? I mean, it's not your business to know. To me, it's not your business to know why.
Absolutely.
Because you can be putting a spotlight or some kind of magnifying glass on it. So where they look at him like, you know what, we should.
Yeah, man, he definitely was doing some dry snitching, dog. Um, butt out.
Yeah. What your parents tell you when such and such when you got in trouble for some shit that such and such didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't your, you know what I'm saying? You might have got your ass whooped again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Stephen A. Smith he's been doing some nasty shit lately. That shit he said last week about reiterating that blacks identify with Trump because he's in court. He has these cases he's battling. Like, he reiterated that shit last week. I don't know what he got going on or what we're doing, but that's not what we need.
Not at all, sir.
Not what we need.
Hey, mind you, hold on. Breaking news, folks. Breaking news. Unapologetic. Breaking news. According to ESPN, Ryan Garcia failed his doping test the day before and the day of his upset win over Devin Haney, per a voluntary anti-doping association letter obtained by Michael Coppinger. The tests were taken prior to the fight, but the results were not known until later.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yep. PEDs. Ooh. Ryan Garcia. On top of that, he missed weight too. But they said, you know what? Yeah. Well, looks like Devin Haney's still undefeated.
Well, let's see what happens. I'm getting ready to text some of these dudes. I bet Get my money back.
Tell him, hey, Crody.
Yeah.
Hey, Crody. Speaking of that, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Responded to Drake with the song called Euphoria. So much to unpack in this. We're not gonna get to it all. I like the track. I liked it. I'll reiterate what me and you spoke about the other day. I like it. I thought we was gonna get something harder. That's what I was expecting, but listening to, oh, there's a nuke over here, there's a nuke over there. I'm ready to get to the haymakers. I think that's for me. The sparring. And while Kendrick said a lot, there's still a lot to unpack in this song. Because anytime you listen to it, you're still gonna find something else. I took the whole Jay Prince bar for something else than what I wasn't even thinking Jay Prince.
Right.
So and I found that out today listening back to it. But a lot of the shit was, to me, for those of y'all that are in these Twitter spaces and all over Twitter, to me it was a bunch of regurgitated stuff besides a couple of newer things that he added in. But the way he packages it up is very clever, nice. And I mean, for me, is what you can expect from a wordsmith like Kendrick, and Drake and Cole. Those are you could say by far our top three for how they wordplay and do things, but Kendrick is definitely one of them guys. The 824 release, far as in Kobe, and then it coming out on the 30th of April, which Hitler passed away on the 30th, and he hated Jews and killed Jews, and Drake is supposed to be a Jew. Like all this other shit we are adding into this, like there's a whole lot of think pieces all over this shit, dog. And it's a lot.
Okay, so here's my take on it. Were there some bars that missed? Yeah, but it was a lot more bars that hit than missed, in my opinion. And I feel like and we both agreed that this is not for the average listener. Nope. Talking about haymakers, there were plenty of haymakers. It's just not haymakers for the average listener. Again, the way that if you're looking at the artistry of rap, man, and the art of the battle, the sport, dog, he cut this man ass off. He really did. Pause. He really did, bro. And so that's my only thing. Like, and I tell people this period point blank, right? Like, yeah, these artists are gonna say like, I know this and I know that, but at the end of the day, let's just be honest. Do they probably have a couple of insiders on what's going on? Yeah, maybe, possibly, I don't know. But the same things that they see, we see, right? As far as what's reported. Now, again, as far as the artistry, and I think your man, My Song, talked about it earlier. I heard him speak on it. And he, somebody that's
yesterday.
Yeah, somebody that's a pure lyricist, he said it himself. Like, dog, for y'all motherfuckers that are thinking that this shit was not gas, you're smoking dog food. But I understand.
It's a lot of saying that.
For My Song, you know what I mean? For him to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For him to say that, right? I got phone calls from people that I didn't even know was, hip hop enthusiasts like that. Like they called me like, oh my God, Drake, break this shit down for me. Because the shit that he's saying, it sounds a little too, the way he's coming at this guy.
Right.
I know it has to have some substance to it. So break it down for me.
And that's where I give a lot of I give them a lot of bail, because a lot of them didn't catch, and a lot of them just don't want to hear anything lyrical. I had people telling me, look, Chris Brown still had the hardest diss this year. I'm like, if that's because you like something simplistic, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It depends on what you want. So I mean, I get it. There's, and like I said, there's still more to break down when listening to it. Like there's some other stuff, and even for that, it's some shit that we will never figure out that only them two know about, probably.
Mhm.
Just like Ross and Drake's diss towards each other. Whatever lines they have for each other, it's shit that they said that only them two are gonna know about. You know, so I'm just glad, and hopefully we'll continue to get good music out of it. I don't have a dog in the fight either way. I just I think both of them are talented musicians and
Mhm.
a master in their craft.
Mhm.
I like the back and forth. I do like the internet games here and there. It shows the wittiness and you know, but I do want these gloves to come off pretty soon.
Man,
Uh,
I again, you said that's what I'm saying. That's what where I gotta disagree with you. I think that the gloves are off, and I think that I know what Drake said. He's gonna, he's posting, he's trolling, and whatever the case may be. But you're not gonna say and tell me that that man didn't feel that shit because I know he
well,
did.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well,
you
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying? He's gonna do that. His job is to downplay it. He's not
right.
gonna
Well, all
pause.
of them is, yeah.
Yeah, this shit was super solid, this, that, and the third, right? Like, he's not gonna do that. I think that the gloves are off. And I think at the end of the day, with Joe Budden, what Joe Budden said, people, both of them have heat or they have nuclear bombs. Again, for someone or people that are all about rap, bro, that was a fucking nuke. It really was. From a skill set,
Mm-hmm,
from double, triple entendres, like from the skill, from the
mm-hmm.
sport. I don't know what else people are looking for from this man. That's my point. What else are you looking for from this man? We know everything
I
about
think we're
this.
gonna see it the next song.
Maybe I don't know, but I just don't know what it
Kendrick's
is.
next song.
I no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know.
I think we're gonna see
And
it
I think the next song will have a lot of whatever
part
he's talking about on this song as well.
because of all of his. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. We'll get
Yeah,
back.
yeah, but we'll get back to that, right? Right. He'll probably go in depth and take another angle from a standpoint of how
I
what
def
Drake.
Go ahead.
What's up?
No, go ahead. No, I was gonna say I definitely want to hear the we'll get back to that part about the back to back song.
Yeah. So
Um,
again,
which would be
I
something
think
different, but
I think the gloves are off, and I think that it was a good track, man. And
yeah, absolutely.
he cut the man ass, though.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's up to Drake, which I think he can deliver. Make no mistake about it, because this
Mm-hmm.
is his realm. This is his realm, right? This is one of the things. This is one of the many realms that he is okay in. He's all right in that ring. He's all right in that arena, which and also makes more of a reason for you to have to put him in the conversation as far as being one of the most talented, regardless of ghostwriters or whatever the case may be. I don't know nothing about that. Whomever he's paying, or if he's paying or whatever, that ain't none of my concern. I just know when I put on the track and I hear his voice, I'm listening, and whatever when he's putting it out, when it comes down to this battle shit, it sounds damn good.
Yeah. So the one thing is like I said, I like the music and it's good music. And I can't fault the other listeners or the average listeners, for the ones that say, oh, I don't like all the funny voices, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like, it to each his own. It's good music.
Mm-hmm.
It's good music,
Mm-hmm.
good rapping. And it's going a lot of it's gonna fly over a lot of these motherfuckers' heads. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, the people that are telling me that Chris Brown, like they need to take a page out of Chris Brown book and get to the real shit. Chris Brown was spitting bars, and I'm like, what? Listen, yeah, you like what you like, and I mean, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not gonna be your cup of tea. The one thing I have learned about this whole thing in general is there are too many people that if you like Drake, it don't matter what Kendrick put out, you're not gonna like it. If you like
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick, it don't matter what Drake put out, you're not gonna like it. And
Right.
so it's too many biases in here. Like I like to stand on the side of the good music part. I want to hear both good music. I liked honestly all the songs that they've put out so far. Some not so much. Ross, I can miss on that. I'm not. I'll still listen to 7 Minute Drill. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't, like I said, I haven't. To me, none of it's been bad. I feel like we've had some rapping, so that's the main thing for me. Like just the biasness of it all. Like it ain't gonna be for everybody, but I the main thing I hate about it is the fact that you can like somebody so much that you can say with a straight face that the Kendrick song wasn't good or the Drake song with the AI wasn't good. Like I don't, as you say, I don't know what are we looking for.
Well, yeah. What are we looking?
It wasn't good. If it
That's the
wasn't
only
good,
question I have. That's the only question
because
I
that's
have. What are we looking for, man?
it was good. So I that's one thing I cannot say about it. It's good music. Um, interested to see what happens. Drake put a clock on Kendrick, so acting like he was ready. So we'll see.
Well, he was at the show last night saying, "Y'all know what I got to do.
Yeah,
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what I got to do.
we'll see. We'll
Show
see.
me, show me,
Yeah,
motherfucker."
yeah, exactly. Show me, I'm ready. I like I said, I just want the music. That's it. All the other shit, I don't give a fuck about. I just want the music. So, you know. Um,
Absolutely.
uh, and I see why Cole said, you know what? You guys can have fun with this shit.
Yeah, you know what? I think going back to what what you and I talked about and what I thought and how we felt about Cole, gracefully bowing out. I think he knew this shit was gonna get ugly. And I think he knew that at the end of the day, that's not his type of party.
Yeah, he just want to rap.
Yeah.
I want to get on a
Just,
song with you and out rap you.
yeah. And I want to get on a
And I and
I want
out
to get on a song with you and out rap you.
and I do that. That's what
I
he
love
wanted.
I love that. I love that. That's that's funny. That's funny as shit. But yeah.
But
Yeah.
track
Yeah.
record, his record proves it. That's what he
Yes. I
does.
want to get on a song with you and I want to prove to you
Yeah.
we are not the same.
Right. What better way to do it than you right here? Like I'm not sending you a verse. Let's get in this studio, in this booth,
Yeah.
and rap.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Cole, can't knock you, Cole. Oh, I watched this clip today. It was from Daylight's IG Live. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you saw it? They asked him about Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And nigga said, this is the album that, like he said, as far as in rapping, lyricism, he said this album is amazing. This is probably one of the best albums I've heard in at least a good decade and a half.
I'm not even surprised at that.
He said
Really.
Cole told me that he don't care about no radio spins. He don't care about nothing on this album. He wants to rap and remind y'all of who he is and what he do. And this is how he's going out the game. And nigga, if that's the case, oh my God, I can't wait.
Dog, it's no question that we know that he's going to put out great content. We know that he's going to um, you know, show his ass no
Yeah.
matter what. You just got to sit back and really got to listen to the things that he's saying. I, for one, like you said, I know you were saying you were looking for it for the bomb, the ether. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for him for this to make him go to the next level. But the reality of it is that these rap motherfuckers, excuse me, they might have something to say about him bowing out of the beef, but they know what the fuck going on with that, man.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to fuck with that, man.
Yeah. Oh,
On down now.
but I think that's why a lot are upset. But at the same time, it ain't the talk that everybody that of course the podcasters and whoever else like, oh, this things is there, he better not say this when he rap no more. No, the nigga can still say what the fuck he want to, because who's gonna get on a track with him and keep up? It ain't many. Ask your favorite.
Ask your fucking favorite.
Ask
I love it.
your favorite.
Man, this motherfucking Jason Tatum fucked me. Pause again.
Oh, they set him, huh? Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, we done with that. Let me play this clip real quick. What's my man name? Chandler, what's his name? The UFC fighter.
Shit, man.
The one that beat McGregor. Will, I had a name for you by the time we listen to the clip. Here we go.
I'm not raising black children.
Oh shit! Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, you heard it?
Go ahead, play it.
Let me run it back.
I'm not raising black children. I'm raising children. I'm not raising black men. I'm raising men. And whether you are black or you are white, no matter what race that you are, there are certain things about being a man and being a good man when it comes to character and integrity and safeguarding the helpless and sticking up for those who need it and being a good man of reputation. None of that has to do with skin color. Everything has to do with the character of the man.
All right, that's Michael Chandler, UFC fighter. You want to talk or what you doing?
Yeah, I started off. He had some valid points, right?
Right.
He had some valid points. While all those things are true, right? He didn't say anything wrong necessarily. However, he didn't say anything wrong when it came down to what or how he is trying to raise his children, which are black. Now, the other side of it is you can't say what is and what's not about color if you haven't experienced it.
Speaking from a place of privilege.
There you go. That's my only thing. He could have left that part out, right? When you're entitled to say whatever it is that you want to say. But sir, you can't say what's about color if you're not on the wrong side of the fence.
Right.
You can't say that.
No.
Because you haven't walked in these 10 and a halves.
There you have it. You took the words out of my mouth. Everything he said is right. It's true. But yes, at the same time, it's not a secret that black men, black women have it harder than white men, white women. So
numbers don't lie.
Why, yes, you can raise them how you want to, but they still have to learn that they are young black men. They're going to encounter this. They're going to encounter that. And if you don't teach it, the world is going to teach them, and it probably ain't going to be very, very nice.
Agreed.
So
now I understand, but what I understand what his stance is and what he's trying to do, right?
Yes, because being a man, having principles, values, morals, don't have no color on it at all.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's beautiful. But until this world changes, there's going to be some things that no matter what type of teachings that you give this little black boy, like you just said, Reggie, he's going to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that you're going to be able to do about it.
And the way they receive that lesson or how they perceive it could change or have some kind of effect on morals and values.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? What's so crazy is, I just got a text message saying that someone came home to a little boy talking shit about their little boy's brown skin. Just got that at 9:42, Reggie. Swear to God. These are 8 and 9 year olds. What you gonna do when it happens? What your UFC fighter gonna do when that happens?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Because guess what? Kids are kids. They learn it from somewhere. Kids don't innately grow up to point out, oh, that's a a nigger or that's this, that's that. They learned that from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But how is he going, like you said, how is he going to teach that lesson to his two young black men that, hey, you might not get this job because, or you might get treated like this because this girl
Yeah.
parents might not like you because, you might like this girl. She take you home. Her parents might not like you. It's a lot in there. Yes, the principles, the values, the morals, all that stuff is great, but that you still have to, I mean, incorporate the, as much as we don't want to, and think that skin color does not play a factor in it. It does. Um, Let me give a shout out to Tasha real quick. Tasha posted this. She asked this question. She said, and this was in reference to what one of us said last episode. When you run across a woman that you feel is too good for you, do you get better or do you pursue a lesser woman?
Right. All right. So shout out to Tasha for the question for sure. For sure. My thing is, you don't have to do either. Just because you're not in a place, if you see that, or if you feel that a woman is too good for you, right? It doesn't mean that you gotta go, but you gotta go into the bottom of the barrel, or you gotta just step up. It just means that you are in the place that you're at. It doesn't make it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It just means that you are where you are. It's
Yeah.
really for me. It's really that simple. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you shoot for the stars. Sometimes you gun jam. I la Joe Butt, and it's okay. But you don't have to rush and try to. It's not about being better, right? If you're just, it's about where you are in your
Mm-hmm.
life, what space you're
Yeah.
in.
I asked her, just to give me a quick example or explain to me by better, what does she mean? And she said, basically that's what y'all, one of us, I guess, said in the episode. But she said, you know, when you run into a woman that wants more than you're currently willing or able to give, um, I don't think I've necessarily ran into a woman that I thought was better or too good for me. I don't know. I really had to think about it because
I ran into one.
I mean, but far as in what she's saying, there are things that, I've ran into women that, like, things we were looking for at a particular point in time were different. Like family, things of that nature. When I was like in a party mode or party
Yeah, yeah,
phase,
yeah,
I
yeah,
was running the streets and
yeah,
shit like that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, so into what she's saying, then yes, definitely. But I never looked at that, at that tense. It was more or less like, okay, um, I'm still gonna do me, but I'm going to play whatever role I am right here, and that's back in, of course, young, toxic, whatever shit you doing at that time. So
Mhm.
yeah, but I'll agree with what you said though.
Yeah, man. I think you it's again, it's not. I'll speak for me, and this is how I will answer it. Like when it comes down to what I saw or what I consider too good, I think it has to be room for growth, right? And I feel as though if a woman is, I'll say knee deep into her own personal goals,
Mm-hmm.
and she is, whether it be career, whether it be family, whether it be assets, whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here trying to work my way up. I'm okay, but I'm still grinding. I'm still on it. And not
Right.
saying that she's not,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just saying if she's to a certain point, then at the end of the day, what where is the room for the growth as far as for us if her plan is already fulfilled? You know what I mean? I might get some backlash for that, but I don't give a fuck. I'm just talking real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like I think when for me it's important that I grow with my partner,
Right.
right? And I help them achieve their goals and they
Mm-hmm.
help me achieve mine. Right? If you are already established, if you're already completely bossed up,
Right.
I mean completely bossed up,
Uh-huh.
then I'm gonna think twice because I'm my nose is still to the gravel, man.
Yeah. So the thing I will say with that, I think there comes the question like, um, what can I do for you, or what can I give you, or what do you expect from me? Like
Yeah.
so far as in what we're doing, like, because she might say, you know what, nigga, I'm just looking for you to treat me right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I'm like all this other shit I don't care about. I'm just looking for you to treat me right.
That's real. That's real.
So okay, you know what? You got your shit together. You already blah 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 blah. You trying to do this? I'm this thing I'm trying, but I can definitely do that, and that's what you want from me. I can do that and more.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the conversation has to be had. So, you know, because you know exactly what you want and what you're looking for, what you're trying to accomplish, and you looking at her like, she's the way she talks, she's already there. She got this, she got that. She ain't, So, um,
Mm-hmm.
different women bring different results out in a man.
Absolutely.
Yes. I've well, we all as men have been through that with and dealt with it. Some good, some bad. I know for one, one of my baby moms was school. That's like the whole time we was together and up until I don't know when. She's always been doing school, going back, getting a degree, going back, getting a degree. And while we were together, I was like, damn, this girl is like always in these books. I was like, you know what? Let me go to the damn Ed Center and get my shit together.
Mm.
Next thing I know, I'm taking classes, and I'm not even a big school guy like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I've took classes, I got enough, credits but, once we went together, okay, I don't care about this shit. Just get away from me. But there's many other, cases that, to where women I've been with to where they was doing. And I think that comes, with the, territory when you're with somebody, something from you is gonna rub off on that person.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't know if you got, I'm pretty sure you got some that you can list that you might want to list as well. I don't know.
As far as what's rubbed off
Or
on
something
me,
that you even picked up that you like, this woman is on her shit. Let me tap into this real quick and get my shit together.
I think honestly, I learned the value of credit from a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't raised like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Like, because it's
I
been
mean,
a game
shit,
changer.
it's a major
Been
one.
a Yeah, it's been a game changer for me in my life. Um, and that's just the biggest one off the top of my head, man. But you know, yeah, you definitely the object is to learn from your
Mm-hmm.
partner.
Yeah.
The object is to, in my opinion, build your partner. Going back to what I said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm not saying that I would ever be intimidated by a woman who is well into her career or well into her goals. And I'm not saying I'll be intimidated, but it's not a knock on her. It's more so as a look in the mirror for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean by that.
Right. And I think one thing I think a lot of women don't may not realize, understand is how much power or influence that they can have over a man.
Absolutely.
Just
Well,
just the same way we have it. But I mean, if you're a man and you're in tune with yourself and you see some things that she's doing and she got going on, and you like, you know what?
put that shit in your toolbox.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we always hear like, I want to be with somebody, or I need a man I can learn from. Like, low key, some of us don't mind learning from a woman and picking up some, because it's different ways of looking at shit.
I don't mind learning from a woman, and here's why: because at the end of the day, for it's it's any woman, but especially black women.
Mm-hmm.
Black women are the lowest on the totem pole, right? Let's call it what it is. They're the lowest on the totem pole, right? According to society.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to be successful and be the lowest on the totem pole by society standards, you know some shit.
I'm gonna clip that up.
Hey, you know some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the
Yeah.
truth though.
Yeah.
Hey, you know some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to, hey, put some of that shit on me now.
Right.
I need that. I need
Especially if,
that.
you got knowledge to share. I mean, hey,
I need that.
that makes us better, But
I need
um,
that.
yeah, true indeed. Before we get to these unapologetic truths, man, I would
Mhm.
be remiss. I do want to talk about my guy Crew real quick.
Yeah.
We had this conversation 2 or 3 podcasts ago where we was just talking about conversations and certain people that we deal with that might be energy drained. And at the time he was not even,
On your radar.
yeah, something I was thinking about. And for those that don't know, I had a pretty good friend, somebody that Dre knows, his ex knows very well. So
Yeah.
he plays integral parts in all of our lives to some extent. He was at your wedding,
Absolutely.
supported. So he passed away last week. I took it very, very hard at one point in time. Well, I mean, still, but I mean, I'm, you know, in a better place than I was last week. But
Right.
um, we had that conversation, and I don't know if it happened before or not, but I got a call from him, and I dubbed the call because at
Mhm.
that time I'm like, I don't feel like, I'm in a good space right now, good mood. I got some shit going on with, I'm out, and I just don't want to talk about no drama, no, you know,
Mhm.
whatever. Some of the things
Mhm.
that we talk about. And I was like, I text him, hey, I'm I'm da da da, I'm gonna get back with you. And I never got back with him. And then to get that news that he passed away, it was just like, damn, like I ain't answer the call. I didn't get back with my man, and for this reason, because blah 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 blah. But I know that me taking that phone call or me even calling back is not going what's going to prevent what happened. But it's just like, damn, I ain't even talked to my nigga before. He exited.
Right. So here's the thing about it, man. I think and I had this conversation with Shonda, and she said the same thing, that he had called her.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And he's a little lit, and you shared with me and she shared with me, he kind of, well, you didn't share with me, but she shared with me that, prior to the call, that she curved as well.
Yeah. He rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, he kind of crossed the line. And I told her, the biggest thing is, same thing I told you, man. You got to protect your peace
Mm-hmm.
at all costs, at all costs. And so that's something that you nor her should beat yourself up about. Um, you know, at the time, you made the right decision for you. And
Right.
we talked about that on that podcast. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you have to make an executive decision for you, right? And the two of you did that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? So I wouldn't beat myself up about it. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Cruz, man. Good dude,
Yeah.
good dude, solid dude. Always showed me love.
Mm-hmm.
Funny guy. You know what I mean? Always, love to be on for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know that. Love the both of y'all for sure. But yeah, again, man, don't. I would say easier said than done, but don't beat yourself up about that phone call, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to get to that point. And honestly, I had a good cry, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't. It might. What morning was it? I don't know. It's probably. I don't know. One of them mornings, but I just, it was like 12:30, one in the morning, and the shit just like, you know what I'm saying, like all
Yeah,
of a sudden just hit you.
yeah,
And he's like, and I'm like, damn, like, my nigga ain't here no more, blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
blah, blah, and
yeah.
I probably cried for about 5 or 10 minutes. Good cry. I probably send out some stupid ass text messages too, but, you know, flushed my system, got it out. And I kind of, not gonna lie, I felt better after it. And
Yeah.
probably one of those, you just got to get that shit out, and it hit me. So, that,
Sometimes you
that was,
gotta do
that
that.
was the big thing about it. Huh?
Sometimes you gotta do that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And
My
I
life,
honestly, I was thinking about, I was like, I don't know when the last time I cried before that.
that's what I was getting ready to say, man. Honestly, the trajectory of my entire life to where I am right now happened after I just walked out in the middle of the fucking desert and cried, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I've been up ever since, Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since. And that was fucking 4 years ago, going on 4 years ago. I've been up ever since
Yeah.
in all aspects, not just financially.
Sometimes it takes and it brings perspective. It lets you know, like, hey, look, yeah.
Prior to that, the last time I cried was shit. I cried when I left, right before I left college,
Mm-hmm.
and I shot up
Mm-hmm.
after that. And then we had what happened, when I was in the desert. But the
Yeah.
bottom line is this, man: you didn't do anything wrong, man. Don't beat
Right.
yourself up.
Yeah. Yeah. But definitely, like you said, rest in peace to my guy, man. I hate to throw the cliches out there, but definitely a stand up guy, a real one.
Yeah.
Not I I don't have too many bad things, if any, to say at all. I can't name anybody that didn't like him. Like, he was just one of them guys that liked everybody, and for as far as I know, everybody liked him. You know.
Right.
So yeah, man. I mean, it's we always say, when somebody passed, or we lost a good one, or we lost this or lost that, and like I said, it's so cliche, but it definitely fits in this one. But yeah, y'all. Shout out to Growth, man, because yeah, I needed that cry, but
Shit.
everything else is like, I don't know, dog.
Good shit.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and do these unapologetic truths.
Let's do it.
Um, would you assist a sibling or a best friend in cheating?
I'll let you go.
Oh God! All right, you gonna let me go? Wow. All right.
I won't do it much now.
All right.
I feel like I had to get out of jail free card, dog. I
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
it,
All right. All right. So to be honest,
yeah,
this is
that's what we're here for.
unapologetic truth.
That's what we're here for.
I would,
Yeah.
for the sibling. For the
Okay.
friend, it depends on the type of relationship with the friend.
I
But
like it.
there's a stipulation. Now, when shit hits the fan, don't put my name in this shit.
Yeah.
That's my stipulation. Like,
okay. Here's the thing for me. Okay. Were you done?
Yeah.
All right. For my sibling, man, I don't give a shit, dog. Like, yeah, like that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do, right? But for my folks, right? For my people, for my friends, I'm never going to put you in a situation, right, where, well, today I'm not going to put you in a situation that you are an accessory to the crime.
Okay.
Right. Right. If I was in the street like that, you know what I'm saying? If I was in the streets like that, I can't, like, I'm just not going to do it. You know, going back to a few years ago or whatever, 5, 10, whatever you want to call it, years ago, Reggie, honestly, and we've talked about this before, dog, when I was in the streets and I was doing what I was doing, I was doing what I was doing right in your fucking backyard. You had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. That's real.
Literally.
That's real.
Literally.
That's
I was
real.
right in your fucking backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Same city, same side of the city, and you didn't even know I was there. You know what I mean?
That's
and
real.
I was there often. So
right.
You know, I'm just saying. But you had no idea. And we would talk. Yeah, we would talk, blah, blah, blah. I know exactly where you at. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you straight, full transparency, nigga. I was living for a long time for a span of, I don't even know. Shit. The apartments that both of y'all lived in.
Okay.
Right? I was literally 2 stoplights away from you. And you had no idea. 2 fucking stoplights.
Yeah. But honestly, and like you said, we talked about it. I think that's how it's supposed to be. Now, if they put me in that situation, hopefully you know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah.
Like I said, when shit hits the fan,
yeah.
Don't put my name in it.
Yeah. Hell.
And you know what? I think the situation, the relationship matters too.
What do you mean? Tell me more.
The relationship I have with my friend's spouse.
It does matter.
So the relationship I had with yours, like,
there's no way that I could do that to you.
Right. Yeah.
I would be a fuck nigga if I did that to you.
Yeah.
I'd be a fuck nigga.
Get both of us fucked up.
Yeah, nigga, you trying? Yeah, right. Nigga, you trying to off both of us, right? Like, I'd be a fuck nigga if I did that. Yeah, man.
There's your question, y'all.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah. How willing are you to be vulnerable with the right person? And would it be 100% vulnerable?
I don't know if there's a such thing as 100% vulnerable.
That's a pretty good one.
It's a great question. I don't know if there's if there's a such thing as 100%, or maybe it is. I just haven't experienced it yet. Right? I think because we all have shit with us. I think we all have things that we think about. I think we all have things that we may or may not want to talk about with our spouse or partner because we're worried about the judgmental part of it.
Right.
I don't give a damn who it is, in my opinion. And if you have that in your relationship, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. I just don't know if I believe that.
Yeah. I'm willing to be as vulnerable as possible.
What you said as possible is 100%.
It depends on who's as possible.
What you
Your slider might stop at 90, 95. You know, but I mean, I feel like there's always going to be some things that we might not or will not divulge. And I think that takes away the 100% from me because there may have been things that you told somebody before that later on that shit was used against you, and fuck that shit up for anybody else to ever hear that shit again. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that may be a hurdle that you have to get over, or whoever. But I mean, I don't know about 100%, but I do think I'm willing to be as vulnerable as I can to the point to where it's never going to affect anything in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
if something happens to come out, it's gonna be like, you know what, I can't do this shit because I just found this shit out, and you ain't like, it ain't gonna be nothing like that, you know. So that's as vulnerable as I could possibly give.
Okay. Okay.
um. Oh, are you allowed to have a crush if you're in a relationship? Hmm.
Fuck. Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like what?
I
I
had
got.
this.
I,
I had this
what?
conversation.
What Denzel say? You got a dick.
So the conversation I had, it was said, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, but if it's like a celebrity crush, like if it's like uh Rihanna, Ashanti, Beyonce, la
Right.
da 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 da. So not,
Hey,
but in turn, my question was, what would make that different between her and Shamika that stay down the street? Well, I know that you're not gonna meet none of these stars or blah, but
you don't know
hold on
shit.
now. Never say never about anything.
You don't know shit.
Right. But what if it ain't? What if it is let's use yours, Cash Doll. Who's to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
you might never run into Cash Doll at and she performing somewhere and she's
I,
like, you know what?
I told you. I
I
told
like
you,
that
bro.
chocolate motherfucker or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So and the lady was like, well, I just don't think my man's gonna have a chance at a celebrity. Like, well, that
You
ain't
could.
come
Well,
on
then
now.
you sleep on that man.
Absolutely.
Because I told you before, dog. I done had a celebrity that's done been on my ass, and nigga, I got cold feet
But
because I doubted myself. So
doubt it yourself. But that's some bullshit to say to a partner though. Like,
it is, yeah.
I'm good. I'm good with you liking Ashanti because I know you ain't never got a shot at her. Like, why not? Like, who the fuck you think I like? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you look telling your lady like, like, all right. I'm like, yeah, if Chris Brown wanted to do a meet and greet and you went backstage, like, I wouldn't care because I know that nigga ain't gonna fuck with nothing like you. Like, what kind of shit is that?
I done had a situation where a motherfucker that I'd have been with went backstage for pictures of shit. Nigga, I was on fire. Fuck. Nigga, at the end of the day, I
Like,
don't give a fuck
please
how
do.
much money nigga. Hey, I don't give a fuck how much that nigga got. Nigga, I got these. I got these. And security might have bust my ass. But him and me one on one,
Mm-hmm.
you got to see me, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I listen. The to me the crush is a crush. Yes, there's some people you're gonna run into, some people you're not. But I mean, if you sleeping on your partner like that, I don't. Why you with him?
Big facts.
You don't think your partner can pull something? Then that might say more about you too. Like I got you, but I can't get. You don't think I can get such and such? Like okay,
Right. So what?
where you at on this totem pole?
Right. So you just you just mid. You popcorn mid.
Right. Yeah. Fuck out of here.
Oh, okay.
All right, dog. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
No doubt, man. Well, as always, man, shout out to you, man, for keeping this thing afloat, man. I've been thinking about you all week, big dog.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? I definitely, extended the branch and let you know that you could holler at me if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that if you really needed to, that you would have. Um, as well as others affected by, the loss of crew. To be honest with you, I've been thinking about it as well. Um, so there's that, man. RIP to that man, good man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my babies, man. That the time is dwindling down to I'm reunited with both of my children. And I can't wait for that. So shout out to them and all of the good things that they're doing, dog. I'm very, very proud of them. Shout out to my support system for keeping me afloat, man, and being in my corner and making sure that I'm okay and allowing me to just be Dre. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very important to me. And a lot of times, especially in this profession that I'm in, all too well, it's very, very hard to be yourself. And so I lean on a lot of people to just allow me to be me. You know, who I am right now. The people in that office would never, ever believe that I'm like this.
Got to be a lot of code switching.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just to protect the bag, right? And as always, man, mental health is real. Myself and Reg, we may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to it, but I can assure you, please, before you harm yourself or you harm others, and I'll go even further. And even if you have those thoughts of harming yourself or they pop in your mind, please tap into Unapologetic Pod and or our individual Facebooks and our IGs. And I can assure you we'll get the help that you need. And if you don't want to go to the extent of that, then just holler at us and we'll holler back. Promise you that. Won't leave you.
Yeah.
We won't leave you. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me, man. Different toilet. Same shit.
True indeed. You know, I appreciate you too, definitely, and the kind words for sure. If one thing, I mean, definitely that I looked at, you know, just about life in general and, you know, how that shit goes. And, you know, for all intents and purposes, Crew was 49. So I think he'd have been 50 this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, still young, you know,
Yeah.
by most standards, you know.
In the scheme of things, yeah.
Right. And, you know, and to have the issues and complications that he had, you know, which we don't, you know, we're not gonna get into, but, you know, it's scary because, you know, we at that age, man, you gotta like gotta take care of yourself. And even though no matter, you know, you can be taking good care of yourself, but it always can be some other shit too, you know, from, you know, so, you know, the awareness, man. But you know, it definitely, you know, probably took you as a shock, because it definitely took me as a shock. I'm just like, wow,
100%, bro.
wouldn't have expected.
100%.
But yeah, shout out, man, to all the supporters, all the lovers, everybody that, you know, hit me up and, you know, just checked on me, to my family, friends, loved ones, everybody, definitely my babies and my, you know, my children, they doing big things. Luna, she on spring break. It's late for spring break too. When she told me that, I was like, oh, spring break, like, what's going on? Like, Papa, I'm out of school for 11 whole days. And I was like, huh? But yeah, my girl, but yeah, shout out to everybody and like, share, subscribe. Thank you for those that do comment, you know, and tap in with us. Definitely, Tasha, shout out to you again. Appreciate you. We got to get you on another episode. That time difference is,
Man, toxic motherfucking Tasha.
yeah. But everybody else, yeah. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. As always, we're unapologetic. We're unfiltered. We see y'all next week. We North Carolina's very own Dre and Reg. We out of here, y'all.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.